infections from 13 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Prevnar 13 does not protect against all strains of the disease. Ask your doctor or pharmacist today about Prevnar 13. Learn more at Prevnar13.com. Don't get Prevnar 13 if you have had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with a weakened immune system may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-866-694-9300 or visit Prevnar13.com.
A colorful, climbing, and edible plant to add to your garden. That's coming up on This Land of Ours.
I was probably a little bit like you. There was a lot of talk about the COVID-19 vaccines. I didn't know what to believe. And I tell you, everyone has an opinion. Some of my friends got vaccinated and some were against it. But I knew this was an important decision, so I went to somebody I already trusted, my doctor. It's your call, so talk to your doctor or healthcare provider and make the decision that's right for you. You can go to GetVaccineAnswers.org for the latest information. That's GetVaccineAnswers.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Healthy soil can help protect your farm from drought, improve production, and protect soil and water resources. Plus, healthy soil can lower input costs, and that can lead to a healthier bottom line for your business. Contact your local Natural Resources Conservation Service office today and unlock the secrets in your soil. This message brought to you by the NRCS and this radio station.
Until recently, you typically only find runner beans in British gardens, but now they claim spaces in gardens all over the world. It's easy to see why. These tall vines produce colorful flowers and beans, acting as an edible and ornamental plant in your garden. If you've ever had green beans in your garden, then growing runner beans will be a piece of cake. Runner beans look like a larger version of green beans. Runner beans are a perennial plant, and green beans are annuals. When a runner bean seed starts to grow, the stem and first set of leaves emerge from the ground first. When green beans grow, the two halves of the seed appear first. The vines on a runner bean plant twist clockwise, but green bean vines rotate counterclockwise. Runner beans are not only something you can eat, but they're delicious. A few varieties you might want to try include Scarlet Emperor, Scarlet Runner, Sunset Runner Beans, and Black Coat. I'm Kathy Isom, Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Thunderstorms in the area this morning through tomorrow evening. Today we'll have a mix of clouds and sunshine with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm. Humid with a high of 86 to 92. Increasing cloudiness tonight. Couple of showers and a thunderstorm and a low of 73 to 76. Then cloudy on Thursday with widely scattered thunderstorms. Humid with a high of 82 to 87. Couple of thunderstorms Friday. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
It's rodeo time in Ocala. The 39th annual Ocala Shrine Rodeo returns to the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion September 3rd and 4th, 7:30 nightly. Witness the superstars of the PRCA as cowboys ride to help children walk. For tickets and information, check out OcalaShrineRodeo.com for broncs, bulls, and babes. The Ocala Shrine Pro Rodeo, September 3rd and 4th, 7:30 nightly.
Bonjour, and welcome to the French Riviera, full of dirty, rotten scoundrels like me. We are live on stage at Ocala Civic Theater now through September 19th. It is a musical comedy tale of the movie you know and love. We sing, we dance, we steal from the ladies. We do the hustle, all in a day. No? Call 352-236-2274 and get your tickets to the musical Dirty, Rotten Scoundrels at the OCT. Au revoir.
Hi, this is Jack O'Brien, and I could tell you stories. Every month at the new Strawberry Swamp Rec Center back in the big meeting room, there's a Spanish language conversation group led by Senora Helga Stroman. But this is a story about one of Helga's conversation group members, Shirley Donovan. The Spanish group had been together for several years, and each month Helga would give them a written homework assignment they'd recite at the next meeting. So when Shirley read, she'd often use a Spanish word that might not be the right word, but it sort of sounded like the right word, so she'd just use it, as though anything close was okay. In any case, that's how Shirley shut down the Spanish conversation group for good. Seems that Helga had set up a banquet to be catered by Las Aztecas restaurant from Mount Durham. Las Aztecas would only speak Spanish with the group, and that would force them to use what they've learned. The head waiter was a man from Mexico City by the name of Miguel Rodriguez, a thoroughbred jockey, all 4'11" of him. But when the virus hit, Miguel got laid off, so he was doing what he could by waiting tables at Las Aztecas. That evening at Strawberry Swamp, everybody speaking Spanish except for Shirley, who sat stone silent next to Conchi Hernandez, who was pouring some sweet tea for her when she said in Spanish, "Puedes hablar la lengua conmigo? Can you speak Spanish with me?" So Shirley wanted to say, "I'm sorry, I'm very scared," which in Spanish is "Lo siento, tengo mucho miedo," but it came out, "Lo siento, tengo mucho mierde," which basically means something like, "I'm sorry, I'm full of..." Anyway, Conchi turned and walked away with her hand over her mouth. About that time, Miguel arrived at their table to ask for their dinner choices. Shirley watched nervously as Miguel made his way around the table checking off people's orders. So when he said, "Señora, ¿qué quieres?" "Man, what would you like?" She said, "Tengo un gran hombre." But she meant, "Tengo un gran hambre." I have a big hunger. Instead, she impertinently told Miguel that she had a big man. Miguel figured Shirley knew what she was saying, and he fired back, "¿Qué dices? What are you saying?" But Shirley interpreted that as the waiter asking, "What do you say?" Like, "What do you want for dinner?" So she says, "Maricón," which was really unfortunate because, although it sounds an awful lot like marisco, the Spanish word for seafood, maricón is a very nasty way of calling someone gay. Well, her friends around the table are either sitting there with their mouths wide open or they're bent over laughing their faces off, but it's chaos. Miguel has no idea why this apparently sweet lady is attacking him. So Shirley can see the pain on his face and she feels really bad. The only phrase she's got right all night was, "I'm sorry." So she starts off with that. "Lo siento, señor camarón." However, the Spanish word for waiter is camarero, not camarón. Camarón is the word for shrimp. There were more than 24 faces peering out the front windows of the Strawberry Swamp Rec Center as the Las Aztecas food truck's tires spit sand across the asphalt and sped away, leaving a wonderful spicy aroma in its wake. Helga just stood there for a minute, holding her straw hat, her fiesta sombrero, as dinner just drove away. This is Jack O'Brien. Thanks for listening.
Like what you've just heard? I Could Tell You Stories with Jack O'Brien is brought to you by Brick City Digital. Hi, I'm Michael Warren, and at Brick City Digital Marketing, we believe every business has a great story to tell. Our job is to help your business tell your story in a way that brings more customers to your door. We help small businesses just like yours with web design, social media, SEO, video, and more. Visit us online at brickcity.com or call 352-351-1131 for a free consultation.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala.
Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well.
Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a very rainy Wednesday. Usually about this time I go, Joe. But Joe's not in studio. So I'll just tell you, it's hump day. We're coming to you from the WOCA studios just off the runway at the Ocala International Airport, where air traffic has come to a standstill.
It's hump day.
Oh, there he is. He's late to the party, but at least he's here.
You know why?
Because I didn't tell you what time to come over?
No.
Because it's raining outside?
It's a monsoon out there.
You've been driving around running errands and everything.
Yeah.
How are people acting on the roadways? Because sometimes people can become quite the jackasses on the roadways when it's raining like this.
It's hump day for all fools and concerned. I'll tell you what. If you're driving and there's two lanes, two going one way, two going the other, and you are not in the passing lane, you're in the right lane, slow down. Why? Because the water runs and
the road is crowned to run to the right.
Duh.
To the slow lanes. So there's more chance to hydroplane in the slow lane.
Not more chance. You've got to.
Yeah.
I stay in the middle lane and I look in my mirror and all you see is a of water in front of a car.
Yeah.
And what happens? Well, two things are going to happen. Hydroplaning, of course, but also the chance of all that water getting into your brakes or stalling out your car.
100%.
So if you're doing 35 miles an hour, which would be a miracle if somebody was, you hit that sucker, it's like hitting a wall of water. And I'll tell you what, there's a bunch of idiots out there.
Bunch of idiots. Hey, there's one in here because I'm here.
Oh, I thought you were going to
say. No, it's paycheck day. You're a nice guy. You're a wonderful man.
I'll have to see this.
You look debonair
and damper.
You look fantastic. I like what you did with your mustache this morning.
Right back at you.
You took the food out of it. It's good. It's good.
I did. Dang it! I wanted a snack later.
Good morning. You're on with Tom and Joe on Ocala Talks.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Just to emphasize the point that your interview caller at the top of the hour said. The three major school bus builders, that technology is on the assembly line right now.
Oh,
when you make your order for your next fleet of school buses, all you got to do is check the box. And, you want propane? Right, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
And they just do it.
Is that amazing, isn't it?
Something experimental.
Yeah.
Thanks for the call, Jim.
Yeah, it's not experimental anymore.
No, it's propane and propane accessories.
Isn't there a song, propane?
No, that's cocaine.
Oh, okay. Right.
That was what we were talking about earlier today. You know, I did get.
I'll tell you what. Go ahead.
I did get a Facebook Messenger post about that.
Yeah.
And one of the trolls that. On Facebook,
tells
me how smart I am all the time.
Someone's beeping me here while you're saying. Go ahead.
He said, "You being a cocaine addict explains a lot." I don't know what he meant by that.
But that's an ex-cocaine addict.
I'm an addict every day.
Addict.
Recovering. If once an addict, always an addict. You just have to be able to. You have to be able to every day
say no.
Exactly.
Okay.
Every day. And by the way, today.
Yeah.
Would be a perfect day to fall off the wagon.
No.
Because with my injury to my back and shoulder and everything, you and I were just talking about it in your office.
I thought you liked morphine better.
I've been 33 hours without any sleep. None.
He comes up with more excuses.
But you know how I'm surviving?
Nick, caffeine.
No. Well, Mountain Dew, yeah. Because
if you're gonna do a product placement, pay for it, damn it.
And because I had to be here.
Yes.
You know, that's what drives me now is the things that I want to accomplish. Mm-hmm. I'm no longer driven by just stay awake.
Oh, you're talking about that's a good segue. This morning at the Ocala Business Leaders.
Yeah, you had the Ocala Business Leaders this morning. And once again, I even told Jerry yesterday, send a plate with Joe.
I didn't see him this morning.
Yeah, he told me I won't be there.
I didn't see him this morning. But everything was there. It was delicious as always. No, we had candidates there from different districts, all mixed up.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And they were talking about, and one of our members asked the question. And one of the candidates says, I am not, and this was refreshing, I am not up on that. So I cannot answer intelligently. I'm paraphrasing. And I'm saying, good for him.
Was his name Curtis Jones?
No.
Oh, because Curtis does that.
Well.
He tells you I'm not up on that. I can find out about it. That's what part of this is a learning process.
Yep. And
that's refreshing.
That was refreshing. And basically, if I get it wrong, don't worry. Tom at WOCA.com. He'll talk to me later. Basically is the homeless problem in the area, and finding land for it, and nobody wants it in their backyard, and how they're doing it in Miami, the tent/city, or Tampa, wherever. Tampa, wherever. Yep. Well, here's a suggestion, and if you're out there and you've got the connections, let's see something happen here. You're going down 200.
Okay.
You're going west.
Okay.
You cross under I-75.
Certainly.
Right after I-75, there's an establishment to eat.
Yep.
Then you go a little further down, and I'm going to say it, which I usually don't. There's a Sam's Club.
Yes.
You go down 2 feet from Sam's Club, there was a big mobile home park.
Yes.
And for some reason, Everybody had to get out of there. They knocked everything down. I think the only thing left is the rec hall, if it's still there.
I think they're going to develop that land.
That was 8 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Eight.
Yeah, but the owner doesn't want to give it up.
Yeah, well, I heard, we're going to put a steakhouse in there, and then right down the road, another one went in. Down the road, another one went. Okay, if no one is doing anything with that, and if we can get a hold of the owner, we can put, let me finish this thought, we can put in there, in every space that was there, which already has electric and sewer hookup and water, they have right now for about $6,000 to $10,000, you can make a tiny home.
Yeah, one of those little homes.
How could you do that? What they're doing is they're turning cargo containers into these little homes.
Right.
And I've seen pictures of them done in California, and it's landscaped. It's all done. It's beautiful. And guess what? They're right next to Sam's Club. Guess what? Sam's is hiring. Guess what? They can work at Sam's. They could walk over to Sam's.
I got a better place.
But the land is there.
I got a better place.
Where?
Going out 441 North.
No.
Listen.
No.
Listen to me. Listen to me. I listen to you. Listen to me.
Okay, go ahead.
Going out 441 North. Not very far out 441 North.
Uh-huh.
Just past Old Jacksonville Road.
Okay, yeah.
There used to be a Pick and Save.
Okay.
It's no longer there.
Okay.
There's a plumbing place right up on the corner.
Yes.
It's directly across the street from a large American-made car lot.
I've been there. I just was there this morning.
Right across the street from there is a large asphalt parking lot of probably the Pick and Save sat on it too. It's probably 6-8 acres.
Uh-huh.
That is just sitting there barren.
But
you could do the same thing, but instead of building the tiny homes, you could build like a big gymnasium type deal where you could make indoor apartments and stuff, and you could also in that area have it where they could have a jobs group in there, just like the Veterans Helping Veterans, where they have so many different things. You could do all of that, and here's the kicker.
Tell me.
Because it's not in any residential area. So just like the place you were, it was a residential area. Now it's commercial. It's a commercial area, so it's not in somebody's backyard.
Yeah, no one can.
And that's what you're saying. You and I are saying the same thing. Right. I have a place. You have a place. Both of them would work because they're not in anybody's backyard.
Yeah. So the city has
and
money.
Yours I like a little better than mine because it's already got sewer and electricity run there.
And it's on a bus run.
And it's on. So it's the one on 441 North.
Oh, there's a bus run out there.
Yeah, it run because it right there by Vanguard High School.
Okay.
Bus turns right down there by Vanguard High School.
This morning they were talking about 60th. They have to go for medical and everything, wherever. So I'm saying it's there. Now we have money in the coffer.
Certainly.
Let's start buying this land that's been sitting for 8 years.
Yep.
From an individual.
If they'd sell it.
If they'll sell it.
Right.
But don't approach them like a bull. Like Tom. I mean, approach them like a bull. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. But approach them where would you like to be? We don't want you to give us the land. Sell it to us at a reasonable rate. This is what we want to do. And let's put a penny tax. A penny tax.
There's a place right now that would work like that. And I know it's for sale. And it's close. It's on a bus line. It's close to places where they could get financial help and everything. Where they could go.
But do they have to put infrastructure in it?
They would have to, on the inside. It's a freestanding building already.
Yeah.
They would have to go inside and build some stuff inside.
Yeah.
But I think the city missed an opportunity, a golden opportunity 10 years ago when Albertsons went out of business. And that Albertsons grocery store sat empty for a very, very long time. You know where Albertsons was in the Brewster's parking lot? Brewster's used to be there.
Big Lots is there now?
No, that's Heart of Florida, I think, took it.
I said, but Big Lots is in that parking lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Right across from McPherson.
Yes, I know exactly where it is.
If you'd have taken that Albertsons grocery store, went inside and developed it into small apartments,
that would have worked.
That would have worked. And there's a building just like it's sitting empty, and it's sat empty now for 4 years.
Wow.
The old Kmart building at 40 and 36th Avenue. It's just sitting there. Yeah. Huge building. You could turn that into small, little one-room apartments or studio apartments like you're talking about, the same as the little
all under one roof.
All under one roof. You could have a volunteer clinic in there and stuff.
So you make it like a little village under one roof.
And it's not in anybody's neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's in a commercial area.
So what are you going to do it?
I'm just saying it could be done.
What are you going to do? There's a Publix being evacuated next month in Bellevue.
Is there a big homeless problem in Bellevue? Except for you.
What? Listen, if you're homeless, you're homeless.
I mean,
does it matter where you have to live?
You're not homeless. You just can't get inside your home because you're a hoarder. That's your problem. That's your problem. Matter of fact, by the way, I talked to A&E. We're going to have the camera crews out at your house pretty soon. Pretty soon.
I like your hair.
Guess where else we're going with the hoarder group? And I've done this with. I have a partner in crime that's doing this with me.
My pen's running out of ink today.
I have a partner in crime that's doing this with me.
Yeah.
She thinks that her husband's a hoarder too, and her husband is your son, and he may be a hoarder too. So we're gonna do a what's it called intervention and bring the A&E hoarder crew out and just film your house.
I'll tell you what, I've been seeing a lot of stuff for sale on the marketplace by him. So
yeah, how much of yours have you put up for sale?
Like I said, I've seen a lot of his stuff. Mine I'm throwing out, or I'm donating to Vets Helping Vets or Hospice. Seriously.
Really?
I already gave two bedroom suites to them, and I'm going to be giving a refrigerator away. I'm going to be giving...
Look at you. That's progress.
Yeah. It's all going.
Look at you.
It's all going.
So now you're only half a hoarder.
No, less than that right now.
No, less than that?
Yeah,
whenever people buy real estate... because they buy it because of the size of the storage that is on the real estate.
Whoa. Or they have room to put a storage shed on.
Yeah.
A storage shed doesn't have, the most storage shed has to have is electricity. Other than that,
I don't know.
Is this on YouTube, by the way?
I think we're on YouTube.
I don't know. I'm asking you. You're the one. You're in control.
We're on YouTube.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, right there on YouTube.
You did good then.
Yeah.
You gonna take a break or not?
Well, we already flew through the break. Take a break now. We come back and go out for 30
I've got
seconds
this
again.
here. We could start.
What is it? What did you bring this time?
These are actual things that actually appeared on church bulletin boards or were announced at the church services.
This could get funny.
Yes. No, these are all serious. The sermon this morning, Jesus walks on the water. The sermon tonight, searching for Jesus. Ba-dum-bum. Ladies, don't forget the rummage sale. It's a chance to get rid of those things not worth keeping around the house. Bring your husbands.
Wow. Who says rummage sale anymore anyway?
Yeah, that's true. Well, in church they do, I guess.
I guess.
Well, it can't be a yard sale because it's not. It can't be a tag sale because it's not at a house. So it's a rummage sale.
I guess.
Don't let worry kill you off. Let the church help. These are actually, yeah.
Depending on whether you bring enough money for the collection plate or not.
Let's see. Ms. Mason sang, "I will not pass this way again," giving obvious pleasure to the congregation.
I will not pass.
For those of you who have children and don't know it, we have a nursery downstairs.
Okay.
We got two more on this page, then we'll go to our bottom of the hour, I think. The rector will preach his farewell message, after which the chorus will sing, "Break forth into joy."
So he's giving his last sermon, and then the choir's going, "Thank goodness, get out."
Irving Benson and Jesse Carter were married on October 24th in the church. So ends a friendship that began in their school days. And last but not least, a little typo on the bulletin board. Potluck supper Sunday at 5 p.m. Prayer and medication to follow.
Prayer and medication.
That might
not have been a mission.
Instead of The other word.
Dedication.
No.
Meditation.
There you go.
That may not be a misprint, depending on who's cooking.
Meatloaf's not supposed to go.
I mean, if I reached out to some of your old Navy buddies, they'd probably say medication was needed.
No, I was a good cook. We got a second or two here. I'll do that as we come back from break. Today's weather was not supposed to be the way it is right now.
It was supposed to be rainy, but not constant.
Well, I'm looking out there, and the runway lights are on. It's getting so dark out there.
Yes.
And I'm going, ugh. So it's like, okay.
You made a noise like a lighthouse? Okay.
A lighthouse will go, this
okay.
Pay attention.
All right. I'm up on my lighthouse noises now.
A lighthouse doesn't make noise. I hate to tell you. It just goes.
The horn does.
The horn does, yes, but not the lighthouse. The lighthouse just goes light.
Well, the horn is at the lighthouse.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
Down below.
Yes.
There was a picture. There was let's see, New Haven.
This reminds me of a bad Abbott and Costello moment.
There was a weather forecast when the hurricane was hitting Connecticut. What was the name? It starts with an H.
Henri.
Starts with an H. Henri, French. Of course, it was going right up the coast of Connecticut, and it was the weather forecaster man was standing there, and
he was right there in Narragansett, or
what? He was in New Haven.
Was he in New Haven?
A block and a half from where my first house I bought was, and the lighthouse was in back of it. And I looked at it, and it started early in the morning with the forecast, and it was fogged in. You couldn't see nothing.
Right.
And then as the morning progressed, because it was New Haven, I wanted to see what was behind them. It was the lighthouse. It's in need of a paint job. And what really got me, the lighthouse wasn't
functioning.
And I thought it was still in operation, but I guess I'm wrong. I don't know.
Well, then you should go to New Haven, take some vacation, go to New Haven, paint the lighthouse, and get it back working.
Well, I would.
And bring some beets when you come back.
Beets. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I next year is a plan to go to New Haven. Probably August of next year I'm going to go to New Haven. My cousin says, I can't, my voice won't go as deep as, when you coming up here, cousin?
Yeah.
He's got a deeper voice than mine.
That is impossible.
No. His dad had a deeper voice than he does.
The guy that sings for the Oak Ridge Boys and the Statler Brothers doesn't have a deeper voice than you do.
But he comes in and he goes, all right, when you coming up, Gus? Now, he's almost 7 foot tall.
Oh, kind of like the character in the Addams Family.
Almost.
You rang.
Well, no. You're close, Tom.
Yeah. You're close. I'm not tall enough to be Lurch.
Well, it takes long. That's why a low voice comes way down, and by the time it gets up, it's so tired,
and I've always had a voice that was in the basement. It's just everybody goes, "Were you a heavy smoker at some time?" Nope, never smoked a cigarette in my life.
Done everything else but smoke a cigarette.
Not denying that fact either.
Yeah, well, you can't. Yeah. Why? Because there's proof and pictures.
Somebody said the other day, you got skeletons in your closet. I go, no, I don't. They're all throughout the house. The closet's open. Hey, we got to take a break. We'll come back more on Ocala Talk, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
An MH60